though. I saw it get
That's right,
mixed up.
that's right.
All right, but Spencer-Morris, and now Spencer-Morris-Ozier.
That's
How
right.
cool is that? How cool is that? We got the
That's
whole,
real
it's like a
cool.
super group. Spencer-Morris-Ozier. Here they are.
Welcome to our show about our lives and times, our school days, good and bad ways, and nickels and dimes, the highs and the lows, and the searching for the essence, and the good old cars they made before there was planned obsolescence.
Our old family car went pretty far, carrying the luggage and guitar, running on the cheapest gas you get. 61 Common. Many miles it went, its engine got spent. To Pop's garage on the west side it was sent. $180 overhaul and it was set. 61 Common. How did it feel to have your own wheels, make your own business deals, run on the agenda that you set? 61 Common. Driving movies, rode through the trees, poked holes in the pockets with my keys, a manual transmission full of grit, 61 Common. I drove to the lake, made a mistake, went downhill riding on the brake, squealing brake shoes you get. In a 61 Common. One day it got sold before it got too old, driven to Visalia in the cold, traded for a 62 Dodge Coronet. A 61 Common. One last ride.
Then everything changed as each wheel turns. LSD becomes illegal, but Ed Sullivan grows sideburns. There's a whole lot of young minds wanting to go somewhere to go, and many new kinds of stones that they throw.
In 64 when I was 10, they had the Beatles with long hair on men. Things got wilder when I was 13. The psychedelic scene. This is weirder than Carnaby Street. These people had no shoes on their feet. Janis Joplin is some kind of queen. The psychedelic scene. Pupils open into the light. Lighter than light and whiter than white. Bluer than blue and greener than green. The psychedelic scene. takes their change, but they never rob. They have no ambition of getting a job. See them pictured in Look magazine, the psychedelic scene. So much of a cliche, so much of a joke. Go to the head shop, get something to smoke. Pass it around behind the latrine. The psychedelic scene. In the top 20, there's change in the choir. Crimson and Clover, God of Hellfire. Hear the White Album, wonder what they mean. The psychedelic scene. Go higher, 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 like a wheel on fire. Fire, 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 until we crash to conservative backlash.
We lived in record albums on turntables in our rooms. While the world around was burning, you couldn't help but smell the fumes. And you need to be someone, either a worker or a student, or everybody is wanting you to bow down to repent.
Hung around past college and I lived in the garage. Roamed across the desert, drank from the mirage. Lipstick that was red, rubbed off on my mouth. Went up to the north, and I went down to the south just to love you. Just to love you. Was scared to be compared to most people out on the road. Follow the ghost to the coast, and it showed what it showed. Drank from the wells with the smell he had to inhale. Didn't look with a bug on a trail to Holy Grail. Just to love you. Just to love you. Feel your warm embrace. Hold you close. Look into your face. Tenderness dares to. Just to love you. Just to love you. Spent some time alone, chasing dreams within a plan. Like a wild horse out at night, like a peacock's high-tailed fan. Like a voyeur or a lawyer, or maybe both combined. Like a dimwit or a misfit who left it all behind. Just to love you. Just to love you. Feel your warm embrace. Hold you close, look into your face. Tenderness dares to. Just to love you. Just to love you. Just to love you.
We remember the drill and remember the drumming and just hide in the closet if the Russians are coming. And the good neighbor decides in the deep summer swelter which neighbor can come into their secret fallout shelter.
produced the first nuclear bomb in the end of World War II. President Harry S. Truman knew just what to do. 1945 on Enola Gay in Moscow. Hiroshima, Nagasaki were the first to bear the scars in the arms race. In the arms race. Some Russian spies like Harry Gold stole scientific secrets under Stalin. But 1945, the first Soviet arsenal was all in. United Nations formed an atomic energy commission. But America and the Soviet Union could not come to a decision in the arms race. In the arms race. Both sides got the hydrogen bomb by 1952. The Soviets created a thermonuclear device too. Then in the US in '54, a brave test was passed. There was fallout for 300 miles, and it was triple the predicted blast. The arms race. In the arms race. First there was pretending it was not the doomsday bomb. School children in closets with teachers preaching calm. Science on the rise, there was more and more unfurled. Soon international ballistic missiles could bomb anywhere in the world. The arms race. The arms race. 62 to 82, each side built more and more. The Cuban Missile Crisis came close to starting war. We were in the Cold War, seeming like it would never end. Mutually assured destruction would be our only friend. The arms race. In the arms race. The arms race. In the arms race. In the arms race, the destructive capability continued to advance. Other countries wanted weapons like the UK, China, and France. But with economic problems that were needing to be solved, rising fear of the public and the Soviet Union dissolved. In arms raised. In the arms raised.
They come from somewhere else. Many things come from Japan. Some place has illegal fireworks, and you can get them if you can. They probably come from Mexico or China in the east. Some place where you get the most when paying out the least.
Dad's job once supported our whole family. We lived pretty well off his salary. To be struggling financially was not something I was fearing, but the middle class was disappearing. I went to college almost free, got the humanities degree. Exploring innovative music I was hearing, but the middle class was disappearing. Oh. Brother-in-laws were losing their good jobs at the auto plant, and children had gone to college, got the loan and not the grant, and making a living teaching, I fought school vouchers in the clearing, but the middle class was disappearing. Gone away. Oh, gone away. Management starved unions going down to Mexico, and their fear we are trusting where all the money needs to go. And the lawless disaster always nearing, while the middle class is disappearing. Politics in play in the darkness of the night. There's this fear where we are trusting when neither one seems right. The search is on for something more endearing, while the middle class is disappearing. Gone away. Gone away.
Somebody to Love is who I was looking for, and I knew enough to know it wasn't in a store. And I had a clue it was something that was blind, but I knew it was something I had to find.
Oh. Roses and gold, roses and gold, roses and gold. She is my life, to have and to hold, now and forever. She's my love, she's my life, she's my love, she is my life. Cannot you see the rainbow in the heaven? See the stars falling from the sky. I see my love on top of the mountain. She never dies, she never dies, she never dies, she never dies. Cannot you wait for the skies to open? See the river running to the stream, and in the quiet of the forest, the running deer, the running deer, the running deer, they are so near. Roses and gold, roses and golden, roses and gold. She is my life, to have and to hold, now and forever. She's my love, she's my life, she's my love, she is my life. Roses and gold forever.
The great deniers are not worried about the increase in forest fires. The great deniers are more worried about the decrease in buyers. The great deniers will pay men to believe their way. Then it's believing in lies that earns their pay.
In this global warming weather, with this storm and hurricane, and this field of golden flowers burned by acid rain, your mind turned by tabloid trials, in their mansions in the shade. Those deep in denial that this problem is man-made, and now with right-wing position, and magazines showing many politicians turn a greener shade of green. They said there is no reason polar bear should have to swim, so some guy could drive this Hummer to his workout in the gym for the meat of fast food nation with rainforest trees cut down, broken ice and generation melts to make the valleys brown, and now the last exhaust from burning engine from cars run on gasoline, showing militant ecologists turn a greener shade of green. The last administration sold out nature for a song. The polluters in charge of regulating pollution, as if that wasn't wrong. Now there's big holes in the ozone, criminals we can't convict, broken ice that's melting faster than we once predict, and now the wide ocean gets wider and the surface landless, and the water's getting higher, and the greener shade of green.
The Psychedelic Cool quoted Timothy Leary in Dayglow paint in their dresser drawer room. He said, "Give me your tired and your weary, and let's stop the workings of this machine of doom."
Tune in, turn on, and drop out. All our days are left in doubt, wondering what it's all about. Went to see a film called The Graduate. He was done with school but had no direction. He loved an older woman that loved her daughter, and would somehow make a big connection. Tune in, turn on, and drop out. All our days are left in doubt, wondering what it's all about. Went to see a film called Easy Rider, with motorcycle outlaws getting rich and high, but admitting that somehow they blew it before their agent of death would pass by. Tune in, turn on, and drop out. All our days are left in doubt, wondering what it's all about. I went to see a film called Carnal Knowledge. They were pursuing sex at any cost, rushing into freedom they conceive of, but don't perceive the paradise that's lost. Tune in, turn on, and drop out. All our days are left in doubt, wondering what it's all about. To see a film called Catch-22, trying to get out of war like never before, seeing the severity of misplaced power in the opening and closing of all doors. Tune in, turn on, and drop out. All our days left in doubt, wondering what it's all about. Turn on and drop out. All our days are left in doubt, wondering what it's all about.
For the House and the Senate of gerrymandered districts, representing the person who drew the map or paid him, sly as a mouse with a bag full of tricks, against the force of influence that outweighed him.
Love calls like a whispering ghost. Love calls like a whispering ghost. Imagine the unknown, wanting to be less captive of routine, something inside that's set free. At least that's my story. Give moth to a flame, give it all to a woman, playing a summertime game. For you had restraint, for you were bold, for you became a saint. Love calls like a whispering ghost. Through the eyes of a dreamer, where the cool waters flow, where the everyday schemer lays claim to what they don't really know. And the cameras take pictures, pass them around, put out an image of a cyberspace case lost and found. Think of the one who wanted the most under the sun. Love calls like a whispering ghost. living off roots, but wanting the fruits of the vine. Used to seem far away, now it seems close. Tomorrow and yesterday, love calls like a whispering ghost.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to Rogue, and thank you for your applause. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming to our show, and check out more Rogue shows. There's a lot of great stuff out there. Thank you for coming.
Especially this late.
Yeah.